We all know that most athletes like to spin big, and we can't fault them for this. They spend most of their time training to put on a show for their fans, so they deserve to spoil themselves whenever they want. Today, though, we're not looking at these athletes, but their wives. We're going to be looking at how the wives of these famous athletes spend their money. Do you want to know how these athlete wives spend their millions? Then grab a drink and stick around till the end of the video as we show you. The first person on our list today is Victoria Beckham. Victoria Caroline Adams has an estimated net worth of $300 million. She's best known as Posh from the Spice Girls, but she's since established a reputation for herself thanks to her sophisticated fashion sense. She has a complete collection, which she's designed herself, and her solo hit song, Out of Your Mind, Victoria has written fashion style books to help others develop their own distinctive styles that fit and suit themselves, in addition to singing and designing apparel and handbags. Victoria Beckham once spent £3,500 on a vintage arcade machine for her husband. When it comes to spending money, this former Spice Girl and wife of legendary footballer David Beckham doesn't seem to blink. Victoria Beckham once even paid someone to open her Christmas presents for her. It was $1,800 per day job that most people would consider to be unnecessary spending. She buys gold and always buys the most fashionable clothing, regardless of what the price tag says. Victoria also purchased a Stuart Hughes 24-karat iPhone 4 for $35,000. When she isn't shopping for her wardrobe, this stunning woman invests in her children, recently building them a $65,000 tree house. Along with all of these luxuries, she and her husband David Beckham own a gorgeous mansion worth $18 million, which they're planning to sell. Next on the list is Shakira. Shakira, the Latin pop star sensation, has a long and illustrious career that's earned her renown and admiration from admirers all over the world. With her wits, beauty, charm, and dance routines, and powerful voice, she's become a household figure in the music industry. With a net worth of $300 million, she's amassed a large fortune as one of the best-selling musicians of all time. Some might argue that she's even more popular than her husband, Gerard Piqué. The renowned singer's Barcelona home, where she and her family live, is the Avian de Pearson neighborhood. She allegedly paid $5.5 million for the home in 2015. Meanwhile, she paid $3.38 million for her Miami property in 2001 and subsequently sold it for $12 million in 2018. The gated mansion is located on Biscayne Bay in Miami Beach. It contains 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a home gym, and a hookah lounge on 2 stories. Shakira and her longtime partner Gerard Piqué has resided in other parts of Spain, including renting a home from a well-known swimmer. Before finally settling in Barcelona, the couple remodeled many residences. Aside from buying houses, the pair bought Bonds Cay, a 500-acre island in the Bahamas, alongside Pink Floyd's Roger Waters and Spanish music legend Alejandro Sanz. They bought the island for $15 million in 2011, with the intention of turning it into a luxury retreat for other celebrities. Since its purchase, however, there's been no news about the island's development. Because Shakira travels from nation to country to her global tours and to promote her music, it makes sense that she would spend some time on her fortune on a private plane. Although there's no information on how much she paid for it, one can only assume that it cost millions. The Queen of Latin music certainly travels in lavish luxury vehicles suitable for royalty. She owns a collection of unusual wheels, including a 2014 Audi A7 Sportback, ranged from $64,500 to $66,900, a 2012 Mercedes-Benz SLK 250 worth $57,000, a Tesla Model S, a 2018 BMW XS costing $53,046, and a 2015 Mercedes-Benz SL 550 costing roughly $57,000. Next on the list is Aisha Curry. Every NBA fan is familiar with Golden State Warriors point guard Stephen Curry. And many are also familiar with his wife, Aisha Curry. Steph and Aisha have become one of the most well-known celebrity couples, thus fans are always curious about their relationship. Many people have been curious about Aisha's net worth in comparison to her husband's because of her career as a chef. When they were teenagers, Aisha and Steph met at a Christian youth group. After dating for a few years, they got married on July 30th, 2011, and now have 3 children together. Aisha owns a cookware line and has written a number of cookbooks. She's worth $10 million according to Celebrity Net Worth. One time, she allegedly spent $50,000 on her braids. According to online reports, she spent $50,000 on braid that was collected from a single woman in India and then dyed it. She later commented that she paid $150 after rumors spread, but some speculate that this is simply because she's embarrassed by everyone's reaction to the original price tag. In 2016, Aisha took to Instagram to show the world the Mercedes G-Class SUV Steph had just bought her, G-Wagons being a vehicle of choice for the upscale set. Next on the list is Gisele Bündchen. According to Forbes, Bündchen has been the highest-paid model in the world for the past 10 years. As a quarterback, Brady has won 6 Super Bowl rings and 3 league MVP titles. Bündchen and Brady got married in 2009 and have a very glamorous life together. They paid $17 million for a 5,000 square foot beachfront house on Indian Creek Island, and they became neighbors with other celebrities on Miami's Billionaires Bunker, including Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, Adriana Lima, and billionaire Carl Icahn. Bündchen made an estimated $30.5 million in the previous year, according to Forbes, in July 2016. Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Calvin Klein, and Pantene are among the big labels with which she's had significant endorsement partnerships. Bündchen has also made a lot of money by letting firms profit off of her name and likeness. She has a sandals line with Grenadine, lingerie with Hope, and a beauty line with Saya Pure Skincare, among other things. Brady and Bündchen once co-owned a $20 million custom-built mansion in Los Angeles. However, they sold the estate to Dr. Dre for $40 million in 2014. They were reportedly looking for a new apartment in New York City in 2013. That March, they were seen looking at an $11.5 million duplex in Manhattan. However, they ultimately decided on a glassy skyscraper condo, which they bought in 2013 for $14 million. Before we mention the last person, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Tilly's World for more content like this. The last athlete's wife we're going to look at is Ciara. Ciara is a multi-millionaire American singer-songwriter who's worth an estimated $20 million. Over the course of a long and successful professional career, her alter ego, Super C, has earned her a household name. Ciara is also a model, composer, and dancer. Russell Wilson, the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks, has been her husband since 2016. The couple welcomed their first child together in 2017. Ciara and her husband Russell Wilson are active in a number of charitable endeavors. Ciara joined the Do Something 101 campaign in 2009, which raises funds to help youngsters in need obtain school supplies. Ciara and Russell Wilson donated $1.75 million to rebrand the Seattle area charter school in October 2020. Among the other luxury cars, she's been spotted driving a white Mercedes 4x4 and a $200,000 Lamborghini Gallardo. On a date night in 2016, Ciara and her husband Russell arrived at a restaurant in a vintage British MG convertible from the 1960s, which was valued at around $300,000. Russell's collection, which includes a Range Rover and a Tesla, isn't even included. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up.